Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and I do believe this is day 49 of a year of yoga, which is amazing. I am exhausted. We have just finished having an amazing live stream and after party, though the app crashed and that really frustrates me, and I'm trying to not be like agitated with the app, but it's like we were fixing to it's fine, it's in the past, it happened. Everybody fortunately is so understanding and patient, but I wish I could be as understanding and patient as y'all sometimes. So we are going to already I'm like excited. Like I was like, I do not feel like doing yoga. I want to go to bed. I want to just be a lump instead. But now that I'm getting on my mat, I'm like, ooh, we're here, we're doing it. Oh my gosh. So let's wiggle our toes, just come here at the foot of our mat. Start taking some really nice, deep, powerful, cleansing breaths, just really pulling the air, like not just breathing in, but like really pulling that air in before firmly exhaling. Just breathing with intent, I think, is the best way to put it. As we find ourselves in mountain pose, feel and visualize yourself rooting down into the earth through your feet. As we inhale and bring our arms overhead, plugging into the sky, really reaching your fingertips. We aren't bunching the shoulders up by our ears, but really growing up and out. And from here, let's center our weight over our right foot and bring our left foot to its toe. And we can turn that knee out and then bring the sole of our foot to our calf. Or you can keep your foot just right there on the mat. This is still building up strength, building up coordination and balance. I really need it today, so I'm going to place my fingertips on the wall. And this is still, just because you have the wall there doesn't mean you have to use it, but also just with a fingertip, like just my fingernail is propped against the wall here. And this is still helping me to maintain my balance, but it's building strength in my foot, in my ankle, and all those supporting muscles and tissues. You can actually bend and flex a little bit while we're here, and then come off of the wall. Into tree pose. Inhale, bring your left foot down. Let's reposition and start grounding through our left foot, centering our weight, bringing our right foot up onto its toe. I already feel myself having trouble, so I'm putting my fingertips on the wall. Then turn that right knee out and bring the palm of your foot, or the sole of your foot rather, to your left calf. And find your balance, find your strength, find maybe an ease of breath if there's room for that. Two more breaths here. And exhale, come down. Oh, let's get some nice, almost like we're making biscuits, like a cat making biscuits, or kneading dough, or what term do you use? Let me know down in the comments. What term do you use whenever a cat's making biscuits? Like kneading a pillow, or for me, it's they usually need my tummy. So just really getting that sense of like gooiness as we rolling through our ankles, as we almost push off with our toes. This can actually be really helpful in stretching and becoming awake and aware of a lot of the muscles in the top of our foot. So from there, let's settle back into the mountain pose briefly. Now let's inhale and exhale. Inhale. And we can bring our arms. We can actually, I want to mix it up today. I did have a list of all the poses that I wanted to do today, but let's get weird. Let's squat down, coming down, bending our knees, following our knees over the center line of our foot. And as we come up, just dance your hands together. And you can even alternate which hand is in front of the other, or whether you have your palms facing forward or facing inward rather. Let's actually do that. We inhale, squatting down, exhale, bringing our wrists up, almost like our wrists were the fingertips, holding onto a scarf, and our hand is the scarf. So it comes up, and then whenever we get to the shoulder level, the scarf catches up, and then our palms start leading forward. And then, we're just dragging a scarf through the water or the air. And you can just breathe as we're here. And then changing the direction as you come back down. From here, grounding our feet. I did have my toes quite wide, but now I have my toes facing directly forward to really stabilize and ground my lower body. Inhale, and we exhale, keeping, it's like your hips and everything are just grounded from your hip bones down, grounded into the ground. And you're just pulling your rib cage from side to side. And you can breathe however is most comfortable to you here. And you can almost lead with your wrist if you want, because you can get very different effects. You can lead with your elbow, as though you're being pulled along by a friend. Finding myself with my knees bending, and that's okay too. But it's nice to start with your lower body grounded so you can really get that sense of your rib cage shifting in relation to your hips, because as the movement deepens, that added nuance of your rib cage shifting makes it look significantly more than just leaning side to side. Ooh, the tops of my arms are already like, woof. But if you shift that rib cage too, you can really start getting so much more of your body involved in what you're doing. Inhale up and exhale, folding forward into a kind of wide-legged forward fold. Oh my gosh, really feel it stretching through my back, all down my hamstrings. And we can just keep shifting our weight just a little side to side. You could bring your hands to a block, or you could bring it to the ground or a chair, just wherever you're at. Getting some nice deep breaths. We can actually bring our feet just a little bit wider. That can make it a lot easier to reach the ground, but can also put a lot more stress on your knees. So be sure to keep a micro bend in your knees so that you're not damaging the tendons that support that joint. And from here, we can actually lower to one side, stretching into our heel. I'm still up on the ball of my foot. I realize this isn't the best outfit for teaching yoga in, but I'm not quite able to get my whole foot flat to the ground, but that's okay. Really stretching into my left inner thigh. Inhale, coming up towards center, and exhale, down to the other side. Trying to not collapse over. I want to still radiate out through my chest, and a lot of that can just be looking forward. Inhale, exhaling to center. From here, we can really let our upper body hang, and we could even, with the use of some blocks, bring our elbows to the ground. You can have as many blocks as you need, or you could have your elbows on a chair. I'm just bringing my hands together in a prayer position. Really relaxing and letting my neck and head and shoulders let that tension melt away. From here, I'm going to bend my knees, come in very deep into that squat, bring my feet in closer together, and come into garland pose. Just a deep yogic squat. You can use your elbows to really encourage your knees apart. I'm actually going to shift from one side to the other. Really getting nice and deep into that stretch before I plant my hands and push back up, leaning forward. And one more release through my back before I bend my knees slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Roll back up, rolling my shoulders up and back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then the other direction. Forward. 2, 3. Breathe however is natural and comfortable for you. 4 and 5. That's awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I think I am going to wind down for the rest of the evening and just cherish I'm so grateful to get to live this life that I'm living with all of its troubles, big and small. Fortunately, I have more small troubles lately than big ones, but I'll take it where I can get it. So, but thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey with me. Was this day 49? And who's to tell what the next almost 50 days holds? 50 days from now, we'll be almost a third of the way done with our year of yoga. And I know that it's not going to be it's not the having done the year of yoga, it's the doing of the year of yoga. So while I am aware that there is a finish line, at least for this little chunk of time that I've set for myself, I'm very, very aware that it's not that finish line that's the goal. It's being here, like how we are now, and doing this. So thank you guys so much again for joining me. We'll see y'all next time. So until then, have an amazing rest of your day and keep on keeping on. Bye, guys.